So yes, it's easy to point the finger and say those are the bad guys, but like what we want then is a conception of ourselves as good. And I think that's a useless concept. I think that we ourselves, we want to self-mythologize, right? And we want to believe that all of our influences must be correct because we ourselves can't come to believe that we are incorrect in any way. And so in that desire, what we do is we rationalize and we justify our behavior and our language because we learned it from someone else that we admire and that we don't want to tear down. But the reality is when Donald Trump says that's locker room talk, right? If that's locker room talk, who is in the room with him allowing that sort of language to fly, right?
That was a word. That was a word.
So,
get that word. You got that word?
So if no one has checked him, then how if you haven't spoken up to check him on that quote unquote locker room talk, how do you conceive of yourself as a good person, right? And so when you're willing to do that work, when someone has shown you why it's necessary to do that work, because understanding the complicity within systems of oppression is the only way we dismantle them, because it has to be the people with the power and the privilege willing to live without it, willing to let it go for these systems to finally fall. So the question then is not whether or not you are good. The question is whether or not you're willing to do the work to free others.